Yes, good morning, students. Today we will start uh, further the SQL commands uh, where we ended yesterday. So let's come and see. So here it is. Uh, we will now see the like operator instead of equal operator. Last day we have checked, we have worked on equal operator after condition, where condition. Now we will see how the like operator is used. The like operator is used for any application of wildcard. You know wildcard. There are two symbols of wildcard. One is um, mod sign, another is underscore sign. See, here is the mod sign and underscore sign. The mod sign represents the number of any number of characters, and underscore represents any single character. Mod sign represents any type of characters and any number of characters, and underscore represents single character. So let us see, we'll understand. See, underscore a, so it's a string of 3 characters. It's a string of 3 characters. First 2 characters are unknown and last character is a. So any 3 characters having last character as a will be represented by underscore a. So now underscore b mod, it means second character is b, first character unknown, and after b followed by any number of characters or any type of characters. So underscore b mod sign, first character is unknown followed by b, and so always any string whose second character is b will be represented by this wildcards. So let's see another example. So underscore. So it represents what? The three characters. Any string of 3 characters will be represented by 3 underscore, and all are under quotation. So how these wildcards are used using like operator? Let us see some examples. Select all from student where name like instead of equal to, we are using like operator. When do we use the like operator? When we use any wildcard. So there are 2 symbols wildcard, just now I told you. One is mod, another is underscore. Here mod operator is used. So for the mod wildcard, like operator will be used, or any underscore operator, like underscore wildcard, like operator will be used instead of equal to sign. So select all from student where name like a mod. So any text which starts with a will be represented as a mod. Okay. See the next example. Select all from student. Student is the table. All is all fields where name like mod sing mod. What would be the question of this SQL command? The question, can you guess? Display all the records whose name having Singh. The name, all the records whose name is having Singh will be displayed. So all the records, okay, values of all the fields of name having Singh. Next, select name, city. Values of name and city fields attributes should be displayed of student table where class is greater than 8. Those are belonging to 8 and above class, and name like Mod Kumar Mod. Before Kumar, any number of characters, any type of character. After Kumar, any number of characters, any type of character, even 0 character also. If after Kumar there is no character, it does not matter. Even before Kumar here, no character, 0 character can be taken. So Kumar must be there. There may be or may not be any number of any type of characters before or after. So at least Kumar must be present in the name field. So this way it works. Now ordering. Order by clause. Order by clause does what? It orders the record in ascending or descending order. Okay. Select, see the example, select all from student, order by class. Select all is all records, all values of all fields. Asterisk means all fields. So values of all the fields of student table on the basis of class in which order? In ascending order, because no order type is not written, ascending or descending. So by default it will be ascending order. So if no type of order is written, it is assumed that default order is ascending order. See, default order is ascending order. Default order is ascending order. Next, select all values of all fields from student table, order by class, descending, DESC. So now the values will be displayed in descending order. Okay, in descending order. On the class basis, on the basis of class. Here often the students commit mistakes. Even I told you many times, though they are committing mistakes. Or often many students write order by descending or order by ascending. No, it is wrong. Order by field name, see as class. Order by field name followed by ascending or descending. So without field, no ordering would take place. So order by always a field name. Please remember. Now creating a table with some constraints. Earlier we saw we create a table, a simple table, simple command we discussed. Now we will see how the various constraints can be applied to create a table. Not null constraint, that ensures that there would be no null value in that specific field. Unique, it enforces a law that does not allow any repeated value. So there would be no repeated value. All the values must be distinct, different of that specific field. Primary key, it identifies all the records uniquely, as you know, primary key. Foreign key, basically it has two applications, two functions. First, it connects child table with the parent table, foreign key, and after connecting it, connecting to the parent, it uniquely identifies the values of the records of the parent table in reference with reference to the child table. Child table references parent table to identify few particular record or records uniquely. So there must be some common features of the fields through which it could be identified. At least both of the fields, that means the field which is taken as a foreign key and the field of the parent table which is taken as reference should be very much identical. That means the values, the data types must be same, and often the fields are also same. Even the fields are not same, but the data and data type must be same. Then only this communication, this connection, the connectivity between child and parent would take place. Check constraint, that tells that enforces some law to check the values are to be entered. The values which are getting entered, the user enters the value that are being checked by that condition. Check constraint checks the conditions values are to be entered into the table. Which means the entered value must be checked properly. It should fulfill the condition. It must satisfy the condition. Default constraint takes the default value if the field is kept blank. That means while entering the value, if user does not enter any value, the field will be taken as the default value. The default value. Index is another constraint, though it is not in our syllabus. To any handling database, mostly the index constraint we apply. Anyway, this we are not going to discuss now. Creating table, how you could apply those constraints to create a table. Create table persons. See, we are creating a table persons. ID, int type. ID is a field. Int type. If you write only int, it would take any value of, when size would be dynamic. So it's not necessary to mention the size if you take int data type. The not null, no null value will be there. Primary key will be taken. It will uniquely identifies and it will uniquely identify the table records. Unique, no repeated value. Last name, varchar type, 255 characters. Again, it is not null. First name, varchar type. Size is this. Age, int type. City, varchar type. Default value. So just as I just told you, I mean, if you don't enter any value, this value will be taken as default value. Constraint check person. Check person, another field. check person and a field that checks the condition that age must be greater than 18. Here also we can write check age is greater than 18. Check greater than 18. Here also this check greater than 18 we can write here also. Now how to see how an foreign key we could create table orders, order IT, in type, not null type, order number in type, not null type, person ID in type, primary key, order ID is taken as a primary key. This primary key you can create there also. If you write primary key, it could be created. The order ID would be taken as a primary key. Then foreign key we are getting. Foreign key, person ID. Okay, person ID is already there in type. Person ID is a foreign key. References to persons. Persons is the table. See, the persons is the table, and ID is the one of the fields of the table. ID. So person ID of order table is referring ID of persons. Make it clear. Person ID is a field of in type which is made as a foreign key. References persons, that is this table ID. So what does it make? So orders table becomes the child table of the parentable persons. Order table becomes the child table of the parentable persons, where the field ID is getting connected with person ID of order table. Person ID of order table is getting connected with the ID of persons table. So both of these fields are identical. That is person ID of child table and ID of persons table. Person ID of child table, that is orders, is identical to ID field of persons, that is parent table. Clear? So tomorrow we will see more about it. So today here we end our class. Tomorrow again we will meet. Till then, goodbye.